Alright, so this is a new experience for me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. We'll find out soon enough. So I'm Rick, Dungeon Master for Hammer of the Gods, and I've never played a solo TTRPG before, but we're gonna try that today on stream. As you can see from the title, this game is called Alone Among the Stars. So it's pretty simple. I think it'll be fun. And the nice thing is you really only need a couple of things to play this. So you need a single D6, and then you need a regular deck of cards. So, thanks, Derek. I've got my D6 here, made by our friend Amanda, and then I've got my little deck of cards. I can remember how cameras work. I actually got this deck of cards because we were going to excuse me. We were going to play Deadlands, and for Deadlands you need a deck of cards. And I really like that they're like kind of see-through, and I felt like, oh well, this would be cool for this sort of sci-fi setting. So, that's what we're gonna do. D6 is a pretty solid die. Makes for some awesome games just by itself. So I'm gonna shuffle these real quick. Okay, so how this works is I am like a solo, I guess similar to like Buzz Lightyear, where you're out there and then exploring different planets and whatnot, is the premise for this game, thus the Alone Among the Stars. Yeah, so it says here on the PDF, you are a solitary adventurer hopping from planet to planet exploring. Each world has unique features for you to discover and record. They are represented by cards from a standard deck placed face down. To find a new planet, roll a 6-sided die and place cards face down equal to the number rolled. So, first roll is 6. Okay, so we're going to draw 6 cards. If I can count. Cool. So I've got my 6, and I'm just going to keep them right here because I don't have like a great setup for having all this stuff. I'm just kind of streaming from my couch, as you can probably see. Okay, so to find a new planet, roll a 6-sided die, place the cards face down equal to the number rolled. To flip a card... so to flip a card over to discover something, first roll a 6-sided die. On a 1 to 2, it is arduous to get to. On a 3 to 4, you come upon it suddenly, and on a 5 or 6, you spot it as you are resting. So it's just kind of like talking about the features of each different planet. Basically, like if I make it to a new planet, then, I might have to like climb up a cliffside or, hike along a very long trail, something like that. Or I could just be like resting and come upon some strange new life form. So, how the cards work is the suit and rank determine the discovery. And then I've got my nice little log there to kind of keep track of what I see. And it says, in your ship's log, which it says, you could use a small journal, but we're doing it on stream, so we're going to do it this way. Record a short description and your reaction in a few sentences, and roll for the next card. Each time you complete a planet, which I guess is just, I've got 6 cards, so there's 6 cards on this planet. Where did that go? Each time you complete a planet, give it a number or a name and find a new planet. I've already gone ahead and named this one. We've got nice DoV 807, seemed kind of sci-fi to me. So if I pull a diamond, diamonds are living beings. people like or unlike you, fish, dinosaurs, wolves, birds, giant insects, etc. Clubs are plants and other immobile forms of life, towering trees, carnivorous pitchers, giant ferns, glowing weeds, floating flowers, oozing mushrooms, etc. Hearts are ruins, mysterious obelisks, vine-covered temples, abandoned dwellings for people bigger than you, a wrecked spaceship, and so forth. Spades are natural phenomena. Huge crystal formations, mirages, vividly colored lightning, strange clouds, rocks eroded in strange shapes, veins of precious metals, and so forth. So, based on the suit, an ace is you find it in a field taller than you. 2 is under the light of the moon. 3 is by a gentle river. 4 is in a steep canyon. 5 in a treetop. 6 on the snowy peak of a mountain. 7 near a volcano. 8 on a glacier. 9 deep underground. 10 on a cliff face. Jack is in a desert. Queen is in deep water. And King is floating in the air. So, we're going to see what we can come up with. And chat, feel free to, chime in. I'll let you know. I guess I can put all that in chat room. Well, it's a lot to type. So I guess what I'll do is I will draw my first card. So first I roll a d6, which is a 3. So on this planet, DoV 807, I come upon suddenly the King of Clubs. So I just read it and I've already forgotten. So clubs are plants and other immobile forms of life, and a king is floating in the air. So chat, if you want to throw out ideas, feel free. But yeah, I'm gonna sip some coffee real quick and ponder on my discovery. Okay. So, as I mentioned, I'm going to kind of keep a log as we go along. Ooh, floating flowers. Okay. I like that. Thank you, Aaron. So, day 1. Let's see. It gives some nice examples of some stuff. Cool. So, as I have landed on DoV 807, I immediately noticed, because I came upon it suddenly, floating flowers. So these flowers, we're going to say that they are like eerily colored. They are maybe like a neon lavender, and they are just suspended in the air. There doesn't seem to be any kind of like they have roots, but it's unclear what they're anchored to. Maybe they're anchored to the atmosphere itself. So I will get that up in just a second. Alright, so there is day one's log. And then it didn't have this as like a mechanic to it, but I kind of like the idea of just doing random number of days in between. Maybe I don't really notice anything for a few days. So I'm going to roll 2d6. This is my own rule that I've just invented. So 6 days later, we are on day 7. On day 7, let's see, day 7. Okay, so as I am resting, it's been kind of uneventful. The first week here, I mean, strange flowers, but not a whole lot else has popped up that's caught my interest. It's been pretty unexciting, pretty dull. And so as I am just resting, taking notes on these flowers, let's see. So day 7. Next card is Joker, which there isn't anything for the Joker, so we're going to draw another one, put it at the bottom of that. Got the Ace of Diamonds. Okay, so diamonds are living beings, and Ace is in a field taller than me, which I don't really know what that means. I don't know if that means that it's like high up above, or if maybe it's overgrown with plants, and yeah, I don't know. But I think I like the idea of it being, maybe it's up on a plateau. So I'll reach the summit of a plateau. Now we get to find out if I can spell or not. So as I reached the summit of this plateau, I found very little other than a field of these strange flowers floating up above. And as I was resting, it's really hard to type and talk, huh? So as I was resting, so I came across a life form. What sort of life form did I come across? Let's see. Ponder on that one. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah. In the future, we spell things however we want. Alright, so Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe it's a giant insect. So as I was resting, notice a giant beetle making its way across this plateau. Which is strange. It doesn't seem like there's any other life that I've noticed. Excuse me. Ugh. So just this beetle, yeah. So day 7 completed. I think I definitely spelled that word wrong. Yeah. Missed a couple letters. That's fine. Everything's fine. It's the future. No one's reading this. I'm out here alone among the stars. So, go for our next day. We are 9 days later. Didn't consider the fact that I would have to do math on this. So, day 16. On day 16, got a 3 again. So, once again, suddenly, unexpectedly, I come across, okay, the King of Spades. So, let's see, once again, King is floating in the air, and spades are natural phenomena. So again, it says like huge crystal formations, mirages, vividly colored lightning, strange clouds, rocks eroded in strange shapes, and veins of precious metals. So on. Yeah, those are just examples. So, yeah, we'll say, as I further explored this planet, I find a valley full of large floating spheres, like rock polished spheres. See, how many of them are there? There are 7. Which I found to be very odd. No clear pattern to them, just floating. Okay, we are halfway done with this planet. So, day 16. Moving on. 2 days later. 2 days later, and I rolled a 6 for how I discover it. Yeah, so once again, as I'm resting, all my big discoveries seem to be as I'm resting or just sudden. I got the 2 of diamonds. So, there's our non-face card this time. So, diamonds again are living beings, and 2 is under the light of the moon as I'm resting. Okay. Nothing creepy about that at all. So, day 18. I was awoken. By strange sounds. Only to find... Let's see, what did I find? What sort of life form did I find under the light of the moon? So I think I come across a strange creature. Like an ooze, basically. Some sort of amorphous, maybe even like an amoeba. Ooh, I do like the mushroom people. Next creature that I come across, definitely gonna have some mushroom people. Wow, I don't know how to spell amoeba. I have not had science class in a while. Yeah, it's OE, apparently. I did the exact same thing, Derek. Yeah, so I was awoken to an amoeba-like creature. This little oozy guy crawling onto my suit, which, you know, is a little spooky. Okay. So there we go. Day 18. Creepy little amoeba. Or maybe friendly. I don't know. I didn't ask him. Because mostly he didn't talk. Alright. So next, we have 1 week later. So day 25. Look at me doing math. Hey Artemis. Just playing some Alone Among the Stars. Okay, so for our next thing that we find on this planet, they really like me to come across stuff suddenly. Have yet to have an arduous journey to get to anything. Because I rolled another 4. I will draw my second to last card. Another damn joker. Okay. Okay, so this time, 7 of spades. Okay, so spades, again, are natural phenomena. And a 7, ooh, is near a volcano. Okay. Hey, thanks, Tim. Very popular with the Gecko's crew and me. Well, I would say it's going pretty good so far, Artemis, other than creepy amoeba trying to get a little too friendly. So let's see, what kind of natural phenomena did I find suddenly near a volcano? This is definitely putting my improv skills to the test. Let's see, natural phenomena. So we've got floating spheres, we've got floating plants, we've got a beetle, and a little amoeba guy. Yeah, so let's say I am exploring near this volcano. Brain amoeba. Brain amoeba. Oh, shit, what are those called? Head slugs? Is that what they are? Is that what I'm thinking? It might be. It might be a head slug, I don't know. Maybe this is our prequel for Thursday's Futurama stream. Who knows? Okay, so natural phenomena. As I was exploring here, near an inactive volcano, I noticed that... Yeah, it's been a while for me too. I should probably brush up on it though, since we are playing that this week. Okay, so as I was exploring near an inactive volcano, noticed that there was a formation. See you later, Artemis. Thanks for stopping in. Of crystals. And so these crystals have been seemingly gnawed upon by some sort of creature. Okay. So that is day 25. It's a long time being alone on this planet. Especially a long time with two sightings of previously unknown life forms. 3 if you count the flowers, I suppose. And then the weird floating spheres. I would say whoever this guy is, I didn't even think to name myself. Yeah, let me come up with a space name. Or actually, chat, do you have a good space name for this guy, for the captain of the TTV Griffin? Okay. That's very creative. Captain Rick of the TTV Griffin. I'm a big fan of Mal. Okay, so for our last card, this will be 5 days later. Even 30 days. So 1 Terran Standard month. Aaron, you're going to have to give me some sort of pronunciation guide on that, because I don't think I speak whatever language that is. But I like it. I'm here for it. Okay. So, this planet clearly has some weird gravity, because floating in the air, we have Ace of Clubs, which aces are, again, in a field taller than me. Clubs are plants and other immobile forms of life. Yeah, so as I reach another plateau, hey, weird's okay. I like it. There we go, I can spell words. Alright, so as I was exploring a new plateau on my final day on DoV 807, I came across strange oozing fungi. Okay, so took some samples to analyze for whenever I get back home. Cool. So yeah. Oh no, that's day 30. Cool. I did my math. Alright, so that is our 6 cards for this planet. We've been at this for about an hour or so, which is really about all that I had planned, just because I've never done a solo TTRPG, and because I don't know how this is, gonna work out. I don't know if this is... I had fun. I thought it was interesting. It was a nice test of my improv skills, but yeah, we might do this again. I may try to do this either later today again, or possibly do one tomorrow evening. But I will keep you guys updated. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my first experience with Alone Among the Stars. Let's see, this week yeah, I think our big thing is Thursday. That is November the 3rd. At some point in time, check our social media. Our links are down below. We're going to be doing a Futurama stream. We're going to be playing D&D, but they're going to be, Futurama characters in that world. And DMK is going to be running that for us. So join us here for that. And like I said, I may be doing this later today or maybe tomorrow evening. So anyway, thanks for joining, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it.